High five.
Yeah.
Hello all. Well, we are getting ready to take a break for Christmas. We always take two weeks off for Christmas, and it's freezing. Keefy, how cold is it out here?
I can't feel my face.
Can't feel our face. Hands are freezing. But I'm about to head over to the cotton gin there in Donaldsonville, get some footage of that, fly the drone and all that good stuff. So let's head that way. Okay, I'm pulling up to the cotton gin now. You can tell they've got all the round bales out front. Let's get up with George and see what we can get into. Guys, just got here to Cloverleaf. I'm here with George Gray. And if you haven't checked it out, we did a podcast with George back, what, 2-3 months ago? Mm-hmm. And we're here in his office. He's gonna show us some cool antique things. So George, take it away, bud.
All right, this is in downtown Elkmont. This is the old style bale. This would have been probably Depression era. They're the same weight as the bale of cotton today, but they're just much bigger. Mm-hmm. Wrapped in burlap wire. That's ready for shipment at the train depot in Elkmont, Alabama. This was my great-grandfather's gin, built in 1889, and it's a steam-powered gin. That's a steam plant back here that produced the steam to run the gin.
So it's powered by steam?
Yeah, yeah. Here's other shots of it. This is my granddaddy. This would have been, I think, 1920 or so in his crew.
What is this for?
This right here, in the old days, this is the way we transported cotton.
Okay, we have got one of those at the feed
hand
store.
Trucks.
Yep.
Now, a lot of people say that a lot of them are, that's the cotton ones. Because see, they would stick in there. The ones that come out and make the loop is for the feed.
For
like
the feed.
y'all, it's probably what y'all have.
Yeah, it's a little
See,
different.
ours, it sticks in the cotton, and you know, that way you transport it. And this hook, you would take it and just hook into the cotton and pull the bale back to you in that burlap, pull it back on, and then you transport the cotton.
Gotcha.
For computers and that kind of stuff, when you gin the cotton, this is the seed, already prefigured seed. You know, when you were buying seed, so many pounds of seed in each bale,
right,
depending on the price of the cotton. I got books over here that show the cotton the same way, 1917.
Because obviously there was no computer back then.
There was no computers, there was no adding machines, you know, no calculators.
No calculators, yeah, wow.
So this is
you had to have some magnifying glasses.
1917.
1917.
1917 is when this book was printed. And it just shows when you figure the price of cotton, you just go ahead and look at the weight.
Look into it.
Whatever your price is up here, you know.
Right.
Here's a set of the scales. You know, to weigh the bales, weigh the sacks in the field.
Okay, so you would actually weigh it in the field.
You weigh it in the field when you pick the cotton, you pick the sack, you hang it, you got the weights, the peas, you figure that.
4440.
4440. Bought it in 1979.
And you recently bought it back.
Bought it back, Yep, it stayed away for a long time.
Oh man, George, you got some cool stuff here. All right, guys, so we just pulled up. We're gonna stay in the truck so you guys can hear us because it's so loud once we get into the gin. But George, kind of explain the process. I see the module truck's there right now, so what's gonna happen after that?
All right, once we get the cotton in, once the farmer finishes a farm, he will call it in. We bring it in at the main office, we weigh the modules. Once we get all those modules hauled in, then that order of cotton will be, that list of cotton will be brought back here to the gin. A list will be given to the driver. It's brought in, it's ginned in the order in which it was received. It's and so it's ginned as it was brought in. The cotton would be picked up on the yard, brought back here with this truck. We back it in here. There's a module feeder in here where we'll unload it. It's a long bed with a series of rollers that it will take the cotton down to a dispersing head that breaks that module up and disperses the cotton. Where it goes through, it'll be dried. We hit it with some hot air. Even if the cotton's not wet, we dry it if it's wet. Even if it's not wet, we still hit it with some heat because we want the cotton to be hot, warm, when we where we can separate the trash from the cotton better. It goes through a series of dryers. From there, it goes through a series of cleaners, pre-cleaners. You're just trying to basically whirl that cotton around and shake the trash out of it. From there, it goes through machine where we separate, and that'll probably be the first place in the gin you'll see the cotton. It's where the cotton's coming down a slide. That's where we separate the seed from the cotton. The seed will be weighed, and then it'll go out here we've got 2 houses out here. We mainly use the big one. We'll blow all the seed out there where we can store it. And then at that time the cotton comes on through where we can go through 2 lint cleaners and clean the cotton. From there it separates the good cotton and bad cotton, the faulty fibers or whatever. The good cotton goes to the press and we press it, and we'll show that bale, that white bale there. We'll show the other bale, which is a very not as pretty white cotton as the other. And then we also, when we take that trash out of there, we run that trash through, which is sticks and stems and burrs. We run that through a series of machines where we capture the lint that we would have lost anywhere in that process, and we bale that up. We'll show stacks of that in here in the warehouse. That cotton and the motes will go to the medical field, Johnson & Johnson. It goes to foreign countries. It goes into rugs. It'll be cleaned and bleached, and then the cotton, of course, is marketed all over the world.
All right, let's go take a look at it. We're in the cotton gin now. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Where all the bales are. This machine
different color changes.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, y'all need to put some heat in this warehouse. What, I'm freezing.
These right here, you'll see these letters on the front of these bales. This right here, for instance, CIOCM, that's a mark number they call it. That came up, what that stands for, we don't know. That's just a mark number. Every bale, they would have sent us a list. That would have been the mark number. There's 88 bales in that load. Once it's all put together, we bring it over here and ready for shipment, because most of our shipment's done out of this warehouse. So as you go down through here, you'll see a lot of different, and all of this right here, the yellow tag was ginned in Georgia.
Yeah.
Orange tag ginned in Florida, and see, you do see some Georgia, there's a Georgia bale in there. So it's not done just by the producer, it's done by grade.
Okay. Most
of our producers are in a marketing co-op, so they take some of each one of the cotton to fill whatever that mill's need is.
Yeah, that's us, we're in a marketing co-op.
Yep.
And so in each one of these bales weigh from anywhere to what, 480 to 500?
Yeah, we used to always say 500 pounds, but now they say 480, so we try to keep it as close to 500 as we can.
Yeah. A lot of bales. So George, after y'all ship these bales out, what happens then? Where do these bales go?
Okay, the bales will go to, the majority of it goes overseas. It's exported to different countries. It used to, China was #1. Now Turkey, Pakistan, Vietnam have kind of taken up that slack of the export cotton. It just goes all over the world.
Majority of it's all exported.
Majority of the cotton is exported, yeah.
So that's it for the cotton gin, and from the cotton gin they pipe in all the cotton seed. So all this is cotton seed. So this whole warehouse will be full of cotton seed.
About 7,000 tons.
Wow. My girls would have a blast to climb all over this cotton seed.
You know, you'll have grown-ups having a big time in here.
Oh, I bet. So what in the world they use all this cotton seed for?
Well, it can go for a couple of different places. It can go to an oil mill, and in the oil mill, they'll run it through a delinter, which looks very similar to our gin stands, just slower and smaller. And they'll get every bit of the lint, what little bit of lint's left on there, they'll get it off.
Wow.
And then from there, they'll crush it. They'll get the oil out of it for food. And then what's left over is the hull and the meat of the seed they put into cow feed.
Okay.
The lint goes for insulation.
Yeah.
The oil goes for food.
Yeah.
And what's left over goes for cow feed.
So literally nothing is wasted.
Nothing's wasted. Yeah. And then now some of it will go directly back to the farms. We deliver quite a few loads to dairy farms particularly. Some beef farmers will use them, but really dairy farms.
Okay.
It's very high in protein, very good, a lot of nutrients in there to help them with their milk production and quality.
And in our area, none of the cottonseed we grow is used for seed, correct?
No.
Isn't that like in Arizona?
Yeah,
somewhere?
in Arizona mostly, it's such a controlled environment that it doesn't get wet. And you legally cannot replant these seeds.
Okay. Pretty cool, guys, pretty cool. All right, well, Mr. George, I sure do appreciate the tour, and I guess that's going to wrap it up. Any final words you'd like to say?
I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate your interest, and keep planting cotton.
Yep, Cloverleaf Cotton right here in Donaldsonville.
Bring it to Donaldsonville or Greenwood.
Yep, got 2 locations, Greenwood, Florida, or Donaldsonville, Georgia. If you haven't done already, please like the video, give it a big old thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel, and keep it in the field rows. All right, guys, we'll see you. Bye.